that's what they need to do. That's
Yes.
actually that is an excellent first thing to be thinking about.
Go.
Yeah, stop worrying about pedestrians. Just get moving.
Go. Oh, look, it's even gridlock up that way. What is going on?
Oh, we might find where if it happens again between Macquarie here or at Macquarie, we might be stopped. Sorry, should have steered from
Doesn't
there.
matter.
I know nothing about these buildings that have gone up here. Do you know who's building them and who's going to live in them?
No.
I mean, my first guess would be Chinese immigrants.
Yes, really fair chance.
I still recall going very funny going to St. Leonard's and roads and places, and a bunch of the showings for the skyscraper apartments.
Yes.
The showings, they had to like find someone who could speak English. Because everyone there, like all the signs were in Chinese. Everyone there was Chinese, and like, oh shit, non-Chinese person's here. Do we have anyone?
It's like going through Chatswood.
I just found it kind of funny, and also just kind of I mean, I don't know, it's kind of sad that quite clearly there's no one born here with the money to buy an apartment. That's just quite depressing, really.
Yep. It also raises the question, where the hell did the Chinese get the money from?
Well, very, very possible for them to get the money. I mean, just most countries that have a healthy housing sector, like all the notable wealthy countries, the healthy housing sector just simply do not allow. A lot of them just don't allow foreign purchasing of residential property.
Yeah.
Well, that was always the European solution, wasn't it? I mean, half Europeans never expected to
And
own
even
houses.
like, say for example, like Singapore, which is handled, it's such a wealthy, dense country, but it handles, but it manages to make it so affordable for people born there to have a home.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
but a
it's
lot of
very
that.
specific about the way you can own a home, about the fact it's sort of leased from the government, and you've got to actually be living there, and
You can't
not
just be a
citizen,
property.
it's got to be
just a
called,
developer.
Yeah.
They're all very, very just. It's just market restriction on who can participate in them.
Yes.
If you leave the door wide open, well, I mean, then the whole world's purchasing and they'll beat your people.
I think a good proportion of the Singapore housing market is social housing anyway.
Also, funny thing is, like there's a whole bunch of Singaporeans that are buying a whole bunch of Australian homes.
Yeah.
So that's fucking ridiculous. They don't allow that in our country. I don't have any homes. I don't even have I've got a rent thing from the government in Singapore, but I bought 4 Australian homes and thought, oh, that's free money.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, in Singapore, they don't need to buy their home because it's sort of, you're just going to rent it from the government,
Yeah.
and it's discounted
And
price
the
as well.
UK also, the UK sort of works that way some of the time. Their prices are still skyrocketing despite it, but a lot of it is royal land, for example. So it's, you're only getting long leases. It's not themselves.
I think
They sold off a lot of that, but one of the ways that's helped is that made them possible with wind turbines and stuff, because they had that as owned by the crown, so they could do that.
I think Scotland restricts foreign investors. doesn't it?
Scottish housing is actually a lot cheaper. I was quite befuddled in Scotland about why it was these nice buildings were so cheap.
And you had to be Scottish to buy one.
Pretty much.
They're not racist, but just Scottish.
I didn't find their prices to be that cheap.
Well, I mean, I just found them very cheap in Edinburgh for what they were. I'm thinking about getting to a nice, a really, 5-story building in the capital city, and for that kind of a building, it seems pretty cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Edinburgh's a relatively small city.
Well, your flat in Newtown was 3 stories from memory?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
you were 3 stories because we're at the top.
Yep. We didn't actually own that flat.
You didn't?
I can't remember now. We had a house, all right. It was overlooking the meadows, and it was. Oh, is that the one you mean? The one that was up on the top floor,
Yeah.
and looking out over the golf
Over-
courses.
yes.
The toy golf course.
Yeah.
It's not a proper.
Yeah.
It's a practice
Yeah.
golf course.
Yeah. Near the old school that Fernando went to.
That's right.
Taught at.
Totally. Yes. But one of the many schools that she ended up teaching. She was very versatile in that sense.
Well, it's quite a rough school, that one.
Um,
Not the roughest,
oh
but it
no,
was
one
quite...
was that was the rough. That was the West. Yeah, no, that was the drug capital of Scotland as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Now, is it this one? I think it's this one.
Yes, I think it's
Yeah. Macquarie Shopping Centre.
The governing coalition of Germany was formerly referred to as GroKo. I had no
GroKo?
idea that they had that. It's a really funny combination. I think it's a combination of the different names of their parties and
yes.
like a single word, GroKo. That's really funny.
So it's a new country, is it?
That's the
New Parliament.
was the name that Germans used for the coalition of like the SPD and the
Yes.
Okay.
and the CDU and I think the Greens.
Yes.
I don't know how that adds up to GroKo. That's really funny.
Well, it depends on
Oh,
what...
it's short for Grand Coalition.
Right.
Right. Okay. It wasn't a combination of the names of the parties, but just short for Grand Coalition. The GroKo. Yeah, that just sounds like the name of some alien from Star Wars.
I think if I turn into this one, I can go up and around.
Yep. You're going up and around. Oh, I see. All right.
Yeah. What was the name of baby Yoda?
Oh, Grogu.
Grogu.
What was that? Baby what?
Yoda
Oh.
from Star Wars.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a small child of Yoda's. Strange little green species.
This is basically a cat.
Yeah, the conceit being like Yoda's like 40,000-year old, so that something of his species probably stays an infant for like 100 years.
Right.
So this tiny little baby.
You've lost me.
Oh,
Tiny-
it's
a tiny little baby that can use the force to throw around gigantic rocks, but
Oh,
it's
yes.
still a baby.
Ah, right.
and ate a lot of eggs.
Yeah. And
The,
it can speak telepathically using magic, but it can't actually properly speak yet, you know. Because it's growing up so slowly, but it's still so immensely powerful and smart.
Well. I might go into the 1 hour parking spot. Where's JB Hi-Fi?
Top
It's top level. Now, what is this bus doing?
That's actually going anywhere right now.
That's good,
Right.
because I want to go in here.
Yep.
Just faster if we... Oh, actually, I can... What are you doing? Fantastic. If I go in here, we might be able to go up faster.
I like your theory.
I'm
Well,
saying,
probably up the windows. Let's see.
Yeah.
the upper is the down, not the door.
Is that up or down?
That's the opposite, yeah.
I will do the door.
I can do that from here. This is somewhat lazy, but anyway. Okay, we are in Row C Express next to the pedestrian crossing.
Oh, you reckon we just catch the